Hello, everyone. Welcome to Learn English Podcast. I'm John, and I'm excited to dive into today's grammar topic.
And I'm Olivia. Today we're exploring something that many learners find challenging, the uses of would have and would have been with past participles.
This might sound complicated, but these structures are actually really useful and common in everyday English. They help you talk about hypothetical situations, regrets, past possibilities, and so much more.
By the end of this episode, you'll understand all the different ways to use these structures and feel confident using them in your own conversations.
Before we begin, please subscribe to Learn English Podcast. We break down complex grammar topics and make them easy to understand and use.
Hit that subscribe button right now so you never miss our helpful lessons. Your English fluency depends on mastering structures like these.
All right, let's start with the basics. What exactly are we talking about when we say would have plus past participle?
This is a conditional perfect structure. The formula is would have plus past participle of the main verb. For example, would have gone, would have eaten, would have finished.
And would have been plus past participle is the passive form of this structure. For example, would have been invited, would have been chosen, would have been completed.
These structures are used to talk about things that didn't happen in the past, hypothetical situations, imagined scenarios, or things we wish had happened differently.
Let's start with the most common use, third conditional sentences. These talk about hypothetical situations in the past and their imaginary results.
The structure is if plus past perfect, would have plus past participle. This describes something that didn't happen and its consequence that also didn't happen.
Example, if I had known about the party, I would have come. This means I didn't know about the party, so I didn't come. Both things are contrary to fact.
Another example, if she had studied harder, she would have passed the exam. She didn't study hard enough and she didn't pass. We're imagining what could have happened.
If they had left earlier, they would have caught the train. They didn't leave early, so they didn't catch the train. We're talking about an alternative past scenario.
Notice the structure. The if clause uses past perfect, had plus past participle, and the main clause uses would have plus past participle. This combination is essential.
You can also reverse the order. I would have come if I had known about the party. The meaning is the same, just the sentence structure is different.
Now let's talk about the second use, expressing regrets and wishes about the past.
When we regret something we did or didn't do, we use would have plus past participle to express what we wish had happened instead.
I would have studied medicine. This implies I didn't study medicine, but I wish I had. There's a sense of regret.
We would have bought that house, meaning we didn't buy it, and now we regret not buying it. It was a missed opportunity.
She would have told you the truth. This means she didn't tell you the truth, but looking back, she wishes she had. It's a regret about past action.
These regret sentences often come with additional context. I would have studied medicine if I had known how much I'd love it.
Third use, making deductions or assumptions about past events. This is when you're guessing about what probably happened.
He's not answering his phone. He would have left already. This means I assume he has already left. That's the most logical explanation.
The package isn't here. It would have arrived yesterday. Meaning, based on the timing, I believe it should have arrived yesterday.
She looks tired. She would have stayed up late working. This is a logical assumption. She probably stayed up late, which explains why she's tired.
In this usage, would have expresses probability or logical conclusion about the past, not just hypothetical situations.
Fourth use, expressing criticism or disapproval of past actions. This is when you think someone should have done something differently.
A responsible person would have called to say they'd be late. This criticizes someone who didn't call. It implies they should have called.
A good friend would have helped you. This suggests disappointment that someone didn't help when they should have.
Any reasonable person would have refused that offer. This criticizes someone for accepting an offer they shouldn't have accepted.
This usage carries judgment. You're saying what the right action would have been, implying someone failed to take that action.
Fifth use, polite or hypothetical statements in reported speech.
When reporting what someone said they would do in a hypothetical situation, we use would have plus past participle.
She said she would have helped if she'd known. This reports her statement about a hypothetical past situation.
He told me he would have invested in the company if he'd had the money, reporting his conditional statement about the past.
They mentioned they would have attended the meeting if they'd been invited, reporting their hypothetical past scenario.
Now let's focus on would have been plus past participle, the passive form. This shifts focus from the doer to the receiver of the action.
First use of passive form, hypothetical passive situations in third conditionals.
If the email had been sent earlier, the problem would have been solved. The focus is on the email and the problem, not who sent it or solved it.
The door had been locked, the burglary would have been prevented. Focus on the door and the burglary, not who locks doors or prevents crimes.
If the instructions had been clearer, fewer mistakes would have been made. Focus on instructions and mistakes, not the people involved.
Second use of passive form, expressing what should have happened to someone or something. He would have been promoted if he'd worked harder. The focus is on him receiving the promotion, not on who promotes people.
The building would have been demolished years ago, meaning it should have been torn down already. Focus on the building, not the demolition crew.
You would have been informed about the changes, meaning you should have received information, but you didn't. Focus on you as recipient.
Third use of passive form, making assumptions about passive situations. The letter would have been delivered by now. Assumption, the letter has probably been delivered. Focus on the letter, not the mail carrier.
The results would have been announced already. Assumption, they've probably announced the results. Focus on results, not announcers.
The documents would have been signed at the meeting. Assumption about a passive action that probably occurred.
Now let's talk about common mistakes learners make with these structures.
Mistake 1, using would instead of would have. Wrong, if I knew, I would come. Right, if I had known, I would have come.
Mistake 2, forgetting the past participle. Wrong, I would have go. Right, I would have gone.
Mistake 3, using the wrong tense in the if clause. Wrong, if I would have known. Right, if I had known.
Mistake 4, writing would of instead of would have. It's always would have or would have, never would of.
Just for a review, now let's look at contracted forms, which are very common in spoken English.
Would have contracts to would have, pronounced like would have. I would have come sounds like I would have come.
Important, it's would have, not would of. Many learners write would of because that's what it sounds like, but this is grammatically incorrect.
He would have finished by now. We would have called you. They would have been surprised. All use would have.
In the if clause, had often contracts to duh. If I'd known instead of if I had known. If she'd come instead of if she had come.
A complete contracted sentence, if I'd known, I would have come, instead of if I had known, I would have come. This sounds much more natural in conversation.
Now let's practice with real-life scenarios to see these structures in action. I'm so sorry I missed your wedding. If I had known about it, I would have been there. I would have loved to celebrate with you. If you had told me earlier, I would have made arrangements.
Notice the uses would have been, hypothetical presence, would have loved, hypothetical feeling, would have made, hypothetical action.
I regret not taking that job offer. I would have earned more money. I would have gained valuable experience. Looking back, I would have been much happier in that position.
Here we see regrets expressed through would have plus past participle, imagining an alternative past.
A good manager would have communicated the changes earlier. The team would have been better prepared. Problems would have been avoided if there had been clearer communication.
This shows criticism, what a good manager should have done, and passive hypotheticals, what would have happened to the team.
The meeting ended hours ago. John would have left by now. The office would have been locked already. The emails would have been sent this morning.
These are all assumptions or logical deductions about what has probably already happened.
Now, let's explore variations. Instead of would have, you can use could have, past ability, or should have, past obligation.
I could have helped equals I was able but didn't. I should have helped equals I was obligated but didn't. I would have helped equals I was willing but didn't.
Another variation is would rather have plus the past participle, shows preference. I would rather have stayed home equals I wish I had stayed home.
Let's look at some fixed expressions and common phrases using these structures.
I would have thought is used to express surprise about something. I would have thought you'd know this already. It means you're surprised they don't know.
Who would have thought expresses surprise about an outcome. Who would have thought she'd become so successful? Nobody predicted this outcome.
You would have loved it is commonly used when describing an experience someone missed. The concert was amazing. You would have loved it.
It would have been better to suggests a superior alternative. It would have been better to call first. This means calling first was the better option.
Now let's practice forming these sentences. I'll give a situation and we'll create the conditional.
Situation: I didn't study, I failed the test. Conditional: if I had studied, I would have passed the test.
Situation: she didn't bring an umbrella. She got wet. Conditional: if she had brought an umbrella, she wouldn't have gotten wet.
Notice that one, wouldn't have gotten, is the negative form, would not have or wouldn't have.
Situation: they invested early, they made a lot of money. This actually happened, so we describe what would not have happened. If they hadn't invested early, they wouldn't have made so much money.
Situation: the train was late, we missed our connection. Conditional: if the train hadn't been late, we wouldn't have missed our connection.
Let's try some with the passive form now.
Situation: they didn't invite me, I didn't attend. Passive conditional: if I had been invited, I would have attended.
Situation: the project wasn't approved, the work didn't start. Passive conditional: if the project had been approved, the work would have been started.
Notice how the passive form shifts the focus from the people doing the actions to the things receiving the actions.
Here's an important question. When should you use these structures in conversation?
Use them when discussing missed opportunities, explaining why something didn't happen, expressing regrets, making hypothetical points in arguments, or showing what could have been different.
For example, in a business meeting, if we had launched earlier, we would have captured more market share. This explains a missed opportunity.
In a personal conversation, I would have called you, but my phone died. This explains why something didn't happen.
When giving advice, you should have told me earlier, I would have helped you, expressing regret about not being able to help.
In debates, if the government had invested in infrastructure, unemployment would have decreased, making a hypothetical argument.
Let's create a comprehensive example combining multiple uses.
I really regret not applying for that scholarship. If I had applied, I would have been considered for the award. I would have gotten financial support for my studies. My parents would have been so proud. A good student would have taken that opportunity. If someone had told me about it, I would have applied immediately. The application would have been submitted on time if I had known the deadline.
That example includes regret, I regret, third conditional, if I had applied, I would have been considered, passive form, would have been considered, would have been submitted, criticism, a good student would have taken that opportunity, and multiple hypothetical scenarios.
Now, some tips for mastering these structures.
Tip 1. Listen for these structures in movies, TV shows, and podcasts. Notice when and how native speakers use them. Pay attention to context.
Tip 2. Practice creating sentences about your own past experiences. Think of real situations from your life and imagine different outcomes.
Tip 3. Write down example sentences and read them aloud. This helps you internalize the patterns and improve pronunciation of contractions.
Tip 4. Don't be afraid to use contractions in speaking. Would've and I'd sound more natural than the full forms in casual conversation.
Tip 5. Remember that these structures express things that didn't happen. If it actually happened, you don't use would have. This is crucial.
Before we wrap up, let's do a quick review of everything we've covered today.
We learned that would have plus past participle is used for third conditionals, hypothetical past situations, expressing regrets and wishes, making deductions about the past, criticism of past actions, and in reported speech about hypothetical situations.
We learned that would have been plus past participle is the passive form, focusing on what would have happened to someone or something rather than who did the action.
We covered common mistakes using wrong tenses in the if clause, forgetting past participles, confusing would have with had been, and the critical error of writing would of instead of would of.
We practiced with real scenarios, including missing events, expressing regrets, making criticisms, and logical deductions about past situations.
Now, this is really important. Please subscribe to Learn English podcast.
We create detailed grammar lessons like this every week, breaking down complex structures and making them easy to understand and use.
Subscribe now so you never miss an episode. We're here to help you master English grammar step by step.
Leave us a comment with your own third conditional sentence. We'd love to see you practice what you've learned.
Challenge yourself. Today, think of 3 things you regret from the past and express them using would have plus past participle.
Thank you so much for listening today. We hope the structure is much clearer now.
Remember, grammar is a tool for communication. Don't let perfectionism stop you from practicing.
Keep learning, keep practicing, and keep improving.
This is Learn English Podcast. Don't forget to subscribe.